Fritz and Harrison right here. An opportunity here for the Aviators, still up those 2 games, those 2 precious games coming into this final set, this 5th set. Harrison just needs to hold.
Harrison just lining up that forehand. It wasn't particularly deep, so he had a little bit of time on it.
Ryan Harrison has been playing extremely good tennis throughout this entire night. Seemingly getting better throughout this season. This forehand up the line, a big one. He's been ripping that shot in the doubles. Starting out well in the singles. Extremely loose second serve from Taylor Fritz sets up 4 break points for the Aviators.
Saves one, still has some work ahead of him. Let's try and get his opening service game. And when you're in trouble, dial up an ace.
It's definitely the easiest way out of there, isn't it, Leaf? Hit the lines, just do that.
Well, you could phone a friend, but that won't be as good as an ace.
Coach Lloyd taking a Geico timeout there. Buy Ryan Harrison a little time.
So 30-40.
Think.
And now it's deuce, so that's a deciding point.
Just 3 gigantic serves in a row there from Taylor Fritz.
The scoreboard has not moved. This is a deciding point. Oh, what a way to recover.
That last serve, 138 up the tee.
Yeah, that was crazy big. Take a look at the universal tennis rating for these two. Remember, their most recent 30 matches over the past 12 months. Of course, strength and competition comes into it. Number of games won. Taylor Fritz clearly ahead of Harrison, who has not played as much tennis as Fritz has. And Fritz has played a lot of good tennis.
Absolutely. Fritz has played a lot of good tennis, but Ryan Harrison injured last year, so it's a bit of a off number. Doesn't really represent Harrison, in my opinion.
Taylor mentioned the finals in Acapulco. He beat Kyle Edmund, and John Isner before losing to Rafa. 3rd round at the Australian Open, lost to Dominic Thiem.
Ryan Harrison unloading another big forehand inside out there. I love it when Ryan Harrison plays offensive with that forehand. He really can take it to his opponents. Has some good speed. Use that footwork for offense. Another beautiful play there, Leaf. What a pickup that was in that little half volley. A lot of talent for Ryan Harrison. I actually like it when he just goes out there and plays tennis, doesn't think about it too much. He's such a cerebral individual, wants to think about all the strategies. Sometimes you just need to hit the ball big, make your spots.
It was Jim Courier who talked about that sometimes you don't want to be overthinking things. Just get out there and make it happen.
Exactly.
I think you're right about Ryan, because he is a very smart guy. He's got a very, I want to say, active brain. He's thinking about things.
Very analytical, wants to take a lot of control over what he does out there in the court, but sometimes you just need to have strategy A, B, maybe a C, and just go out and execute. Forget about it. One point at a time. Some good depth from that, again, from Ryan Harrison. That forehand cross court an integral part of his game going forward, in my opinion. He needs to be able to rip that one cross court to set up the other opportunities for himself.
128 down into the forehand.
Good backhand up the line there, a close one, just catching the line.
Yeah, he used a little body English on this. Watch as he finishes the follow through.
Yeah, I think that gave it a little extra spin. Like,
a little extra spin.
Smart.
Rafa Nadal does that sometimes when he hit the forehand down the line. He looks out over the line. Oh, that's a good volley. Covered the line, which is what he needed to do, and he got there.
So you're saying, Leaf, I needed to put more body English on the shots. That's why I didn't have as much spin as Rafa Nadal.
Yeah, I think so.
Wow.
Well, he hits that forehand up the line, then kind of leans over and watches it curve in.
Seem to do that
looking
number of times.
Looking around the edge of the wall. What's going on out here? He's got a beautiful backhand, Fritz, and using it well there. Backhand up the line to get 2-1 and within a game of the match score. And here are the league leaders in the men's singles. Taylor Fritz, Brandon Nakashima, exciting rookie, just 18, Chicago Smash, Jack Sock. I mean, this is a murderer's row of great American players.
Yeah, we have some fantastic singles players on hand this season for WTT. It's been really fun to watch. Brandon Nakashima, one of the up-and-comers on the tour. Expect to see a lot of good things from him.
Yeah, I'm not sure Chicago knew just what they were getting when they signed up with this 18-year-old who had potential. So he certainly delivered. As Chicago is into the playoffs with Philadelphia, in a large part due to his contributions, but also Sloane Stevens, Bethany Maddox-Sands. They've got a great lineup.
Harrison going for a big second serve there. It's one of those double faults that kind of just shrug it off because he likes to go for big second serves. A little bit of a check on that one. Not a bad double. Did get him to a little bit of score pressure here.
And he'll launch that one out of the stadium.
Now that's a bad double fault. Let's put some pressure on him here. 15-40. See if he can come up with the big serves like Taylor Fritz did a few games ago to get back in this. There's one for the Aviators. Still 30-40. 2 more break points for Taylor Fritz and Philadelphia.
Oh, that's wonderful tennis. Taylor Fritz. That short ball really helped him get to 3-1. You can see how excited the Freedoms are as they tied things up. Thanks to Taylor Fritz and some brilliant play. He was serving huge, got out of a big game, down love 40, and you can see what it meant to him. And Harrison on the other side, a couple of double faults, and he's down a break. Such a huge moment. Taylor Fritz serving down low 40. He's able to dial up some brilliant serves.
That's just ridiculous. He had the focus when he needed it, found the spots, hit the lines.
Yeah, 6 feet 4 inches tall. Games all, and no time to let up. These guys played once on the ATP Tour. That was in Houston on a clay court. Taylor Fritz winning in 3.
A little frustration creeping into Ryan Harrison. That forehand, a makeable one. He knows it.
Trying to collect himself. Ryan's always been a very intense competitor. I think over the last few years he started getting it together a little bit better. Trying to manage all that intensity, but that's a pretty heavy delivery coming at you. 30-15.
Unfortunate turn of events there for Ryan Harrison on that let court serve. Nothing you can do about that whatsoever.
Ooh, he was about 20 feet back there. I thought he was going to roll a defensive lob. Instead, he's trying to steer it up the line.
Some good defensive ability there from Taylor Fritz, and that the return was a very good one from Ryan Harrison. Nice depth on this.
Yeah, and
Taylor Fritz just blocking it back.
Yeah, good deep ball. Tries to go with the backhand slam dunk. Can't quite get it out of the stadium. Fritz has a swing. I mean, Fritz generates a lot of pace. His rackets are very light, but he does, as a result, generate a lot of racket head speed. That's a ball you've got to make. You're in command. And he missed it, so that's 4-1. And the Freedoms, 19-18.
Freedoms gonna lead the match by 1 game and are 1 game away from winning.
A couple of forehand errors, costly forehand errors in that last game for Ryan Harrison. Had a look at the Taylor Fritz serve, but unable to execute.
Yeah, this is the first lead since Philly was up 3-2 in the opening set. 19-18.
Fritz really taking control of these baseline rallies now. Solid ground strokes from him, not going for too much, but keeping the ball deep and hard. Also returning a lot of balls extremely well, putting the pressure on Ryan Harrison in the Aviators here in this last set.
$15-30. Some hitting, and Fritz gets the best of that exchange. And here are match points. It's Fritz and the Freedom trying to close out the Aviators and get to 9-2.
Taylor Fritz has moved extremely well in this set out here tonight, I should say. A lot of good footwork, a lot of good defense, neutralizing some of the big firepower from Ryan Harrison.
Yeah, it's been a while since Harrison got a free point. Yeah, that's trouble. And Taylor Fritz takes the set, and the Freedoms take the match.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, the final score, the Philadelphia Freedoms 20, San Diego Aviators 18.